Ukrainian and pro-Russian forces continue to battle for control in eastern Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin warns he has the right to send Russian troops into the country, but says he hopes he will not have to, quote, exercise that right. And in Geneva, top diplomats from the European Union and Ukraine, along with U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov, say agreement has been reached to de-escalate the crisis. The news has been moving quickly, and joining me now from Kiev is CCTV's Michel Bardavid. Michel, we've seen the clashes in eastern Ukraine turn deadly. What's the latest you have?
Anand, the situation is getting worse and worse in Ukraine. In Mariupol city, it has turned deadly. 300 pro-Russian rebels attacked a National Guard base on Thursday morning. They had clashed with Ukrainian soldiers there. Three pro-Russians were reported killed. 13 pro-Russian rebels are reported injured. However, some of the Ukrainian soldiers did surrender at the time of the clashes, which prompted President Turchinov to call the people, the soldiers that surrendered, cowards today. He also said that those who did surrender would be tried in court. The city of Mariupol is one of the cities that is still in control of the government. However, the city of Slavyansk and the city of Kharkivka is mostly in control of the pro-Russian rebels. There are also other cities, Donetsk, Luhansk, and Slavyansk, that are mainly have occupied buildings by the pro-Russian rebels. However, the city in general is not under occupation at the moment.
We have heard these warnings out of Moscow that this could escalate into an all-out civil war. What are you hearing there in Kiev?
Well, it is always a potential here. This is a very serious situation. However, we're seeing the split once again in many cities today in Donetsk and in Luhansk on Thursday. We had pro-Ukrainian rallies take place, so they showed that they wanted to have a united Ukraine, whereas we've been seeing a lot of pro-Russian rebels in these cities. They've been occupying there, so we're seeing the split in those cities, very much potential for civil war. The government has other concerns at the moment as well. They're concerned of the loyalty of the army officers at the moment. They have been calling, President Turchinov has been calling for new recruits to sign up for the army, new recruits to sign up for the National Guard. He said, if you want to support us, join us. Another thing in the parliament, they have been working on a draft bill for more social and legal rights to be given to army personnel. So that's important. They're trying to create more loyalty within the army. Another thing that's happening in the parliament is that there are negotiations taking place between parties there. The Udar, Svoboda, and Batkivshina, the ruling party on one side. On the other side, the Communist Party and Party of Regions, which are calling for amnesty for the pro-Russian rebels. They're calling for more regional power to be given in the cities, in the eastern cities, and they're calling for Russian to be allowed to be a second official language in those eastern cities. So they're trying to ease the tension in the parliament as to not create a civil war. Of course, that is what they want to avoid the most.
Michel Bardavid in Kiev, thanks for that update.